I am here making a video, as you can see already. We should start that again. Today I am here with a budget setup video, and by budget I really mean budget. When I click on these budget setup videos, I realise that a lot of people have a different understanding of what that word means. They'll be like, oh yeah, here's my budget setup, I only paid $7.99, This setup is made of literal trash. Literal trash. I get messages quite often on Instagram from people saying that they want to start posting makeup or special effects, but they don't have the money. So this is just to prove that you can just make it from rubbish. Do the best, worst setup possible for Instagram/YouTube. You can see when I said literal trash, I wasn't joking. It is made from rubbish, so I'm going to talk you through everything right now. First of all, a plain backdrop. This is just a plain black sheet that I found in a charity shop. I paid literally 50 cents for this. I have a white one too, and it's just nailed in the four corners. It's definitely not the best or most professional looking backdrop, but it does the job. Lighting, this is a DIY ring light that I made out of pure spite. I ordered a cheap ring light from Amazon, and when it arrived it was broke, and I sent it back, and then they sent me another one that was broke. So I made this one out of pure spite. I followed a tutorial that I will link below, Angela Venable's art, so go and check that out. But essentially what it is this is just Christmas lights. I got them in Aldi's for 11 euros, I believe. It's just one rope light, just all gathered up, and it's mounted onto a big lump of cardboard. Then you wrap the cardboard in tin foil to make it reflective, put a load of tape everywhere, and then of course you reinforce it with a coat hanger because you just use what you have. Cheap tripod, I paid about 8 euros for it, and it's just cable tied on here. It's fully adjustable, it moves up and down and all that kind of shit, so yeah. That is the light. I will turn it on to show you. So it is pretty bright. I like it because it illuminates whatever is in the center of the light, which is going to be your head, and everything in the background, the camera doesn't pick it up, so that also makes your backdrop look like it's better than it is. Like filming with the ring light, up against the black backdrop, like I say, it makes the backdrop look better than it is. And yeah, it's not too bad. It's not the best in the world, but you can see me, so that's good enough, right? Considering it costs literal pennies to make, I think it's pretty good. So yeah, that it's different from the tutorial is that I added the tripod, just because then I can move it up and down, and I can also use it as a directional light. I'll add some pictures in somewhere showing you using the ring light as a directional light and straight onto my head. Camera or lack thereof. If you have a phone, then that's plenty, that's enough to get you started. I have another of the really cheap tripods. All I've done to this is added this part here, which I got in the pound shop, I believe, or I forget what country I'm in. I bought it in the Euro store. It's just this little thing here. It screws out from the bottom. Here is the little thing. It comes with its own little tripod, like this. I just took it off that and just screw it straight in here, and then your phone sits in this piece. This part here just lifts up and it holds your phone in here. It goes in there like that, and then this sits behind the ring light. I'll show you how it all sits together in a moment. And then the other thing I have for actually, well, taking the pictures, or did have before I dropped it, is this thing. One of the best things that I ever bought, and I paid 2 euros in Primark for this. It's called the Snap Remote. So you download an app called Snap Remote, and this then becomes a wireless shutter remote for your phone, and it's really, really helpful. I'm pretty sure that you can get these on eBay if they don't have them in Primark anymore. Leave a link down in the description box. Why can't I say description box? In the box where the description goes will be a link for this. Really optional, but that just might make your life a bit easier, is having a mirror on a chair behind everything else. The mirror being broken is totally optional. That's just because I'm clumsy as fuck, and 7 years bad luck isn't going to make any difference to my already cursed life. I'm taking pictures. This is typically what my setup looks like. I have the ring light in the front. Just behind there I have the phone on the tripod, and behind that I have the mirror on the chair. The point of the mirror on the chair is if I'm sitting here up against the backdrop, I can see the phone screen in the reflection of the mirror, and then I know how my shots are framed, if I need to move, if I need to raise or lower the light or the tripod, and I just find it really helpful. I'm just showing you from the back because it's easier to see. I sit on the floor just because I don't like having this raised up too high for too long, because my craftsmanship is very shoddy and I'm paranoid that it's going to break. This little guy, and I can just hold it in my hand out of the shot and just press it and it takes the picture. If you find that the light from this is too harsh and you want to diffuse it, or you think this setup just doesn't have enough rubbish in it for me, then you can diffuse it with some old bubble wrap. It's diffused. You can see the difference. That area is non-diffused. This area is diffused with old bubble wrap. I know people are going to watch this and think this is a fucking joke. She has to be messing about. She can't be serious. But no, I'm serious. Every picture that I've ever put on my Instagram has been shot like this. If you do need a little bit of extra light, I would just use one of these bendy lamp things. I have this one here that clips onto the table, which is very handy. You can just point it at your backdrop to act as a fill light to your background, but you want to make sure that you use daylight bulbs and not like a household bulb. I'm doing Instagram for about 1.5 years. I'm just about to start doing YouTube properly, and I've literally in the last 2 days bought some proper lights and whatnot. You're not going to get the best quality from this kind of a setup, but it's usable quality. It's good for when you first start, so you can figure out if you actually want to stick it or not, instead of spending a load of money up front and then realising that you don't want it or you don't need it. So yeah, is it. I hope you found this video useful. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you hated this video, please give it a thumbs up anyway. If you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to consider doing so. You would make an old lady very happy. Yeah, that's it, and I will see you again soon. Bye.